This is TransAfricaRadio.
Ricky Tyler.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. So we're getting to know a little bit more about you behind the spotlight.
Yeah.
How has the spotlight been treating you?
I'm getting used to it. And it's my first time into this thing, but like obviously music's the first thing. So this it's slowly building, fame slowly building, but apart from that I'm not too focused on that, like
you
on the spotlight too much. It's just the music. Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm making good music right now.
So for the Trans-African who's not too aware of who Ricky Tyler is, can you just give us like a brief introduction into this young musician?
Okay, cool. Born in Spruitview. Moved to Edenvale at like the age of 5, and then basically I got in touch with music by the age of like 16, so I've been creating ever since.
Since
basically
16.
So I'm out of Spruitview, moved to Edenvale, did a whole bunch of sports, did some overseas work as well, and then I got in touch with music in high school, and I'm a creator. I like to create.
What is it about music that drew you to it in the first place? Because you said you did a little bit of sports.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started off with acting. Because I really like, the way people express themselves. So I like to express.
Yeah.
And I'm a quiet person in general, so I needed to find a way to tell, just to tell people how I feel. And music was one way to do it. And people started to like it. So because people started to take notice into what I was doing, that's when I decided, let me pursue it. But it wasn't something I took seriously the first time. But eventually I made a permanent decision to follow music. So because there was so many, you go through that phase of should I study, but I've always had the passion to entertain.
Yeah.
So music is my soul.
So did he study into the world? Did you go into the world of studying a little bit more about music?
Yes, I did. I studied at Malikeli Music School.
Yeah.
For piano and vocal training, and just performing and all that type of stuff. That taught me a lot as well. So before I even got deep into this thing, I first went for the training because I had like a little trouble believing in myself at the time. It's tough. It's music. You never know if you're doing something that's good enough. So like I said, it took a while for me to really consider this. And,
it must be like Kanye, guy. It must be like Kanye. So what was the most important lesson that you learned actually from music school, besides the vocal training, besides the piano? What life lesson did you learn from music school that was just like, what, I'm actually going to keep this, and this is going to make me go further into my career? Because you do learn a couple of things.
Yeah. If there's one thing Malikeli taught me is to be courageous. Yeah, that's one thing I can pick. I mean, apart from all the technical things to learn, but just to be courageous, just to really be courageous. So because courage will open a whole lot of doors. Just to actually go out there and be somebody.
What did courage give you?
It got me signed to Playground.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
All around. That one. So we're also going to talk a little bit about your music. Let's talk about the song that we opened up this hour with, Swerve. Yes. You have Tejo on this one.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about the song, how you got Tejo in it, and the whole process behind it.
Okay, cool. I first dropped it as just, as a single. It was a solo song, it was my own one. And then I performed it at Movida Lounge in Rivonia.
Yeah.
And Tejo and Family Tree just happened to be there. And they saw me do it live, and the next day his manager was calling me up saying, yo, dude, Tejo wants to jump on the remix. I was like, remix? Should we even, drop a remix for the song? And that's kind of how it happened. He really liked the song, and shout out to him for, showing love like that. And and that's how I got Tejo on the remix. He saw me perform it live, and that's what it was.
So that's a proper hustle, that one. That's like a good...
I've been hustling though, just trying to find the right way.
Yeah.
You know, the right moves to make. Yeah. It's a tough industry.
How does it feel to know that you were a club, you were performing, and someone who's like already out there heard your song and was just like, I want to jump on that remix? How does it feel to know that you actually really didn't have to go to them? Like they came to you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's a different feeling. Like that's actually when you're more inspired to keep going and keep creating more stuff. I mean, I was surprised. You know, I was shocked. At first I was like,
really?
Being contacted by this guy's manager, and like he's really like he's really trying to get a hold of me. You know, it was just like, okay, to be honest with you, I wasn't too excited because I felt like, geez, like, you know, I've been waiting for this day though, you know, for someone to really take some notice, because I've just obviously the work and the years that you put into this, and you know, finally people take notice. So I was excited, but I also wasn't, you know, overly excited at the same time. I was like, cool, let's get this work. Yeah, let's just get this work.
So wait, okay, what you're basically saying to me is that on the outside I looked like a cool, calm, and collected individual. But in the inside, everyone was just like, oh, goodness, yes. Is that what you're trying to say to me? Trying to play it off here.
You know, it's just, you know, I deserve it. You know, it's me saying that I deserve it.
Yeah, that's all I need to hear from you. Awesome. So Ricky Tyler is in the studio. We're getting to know a little bit more about this young gentleman behind the spotlight. Send me your questions, send me your tweets, +2779 2544 Let's get into the next song.
Yeah,
it's called AM.
Cool. Yeah, AM was the third track I dropped.
Yeah,
and that also got first single of the year, actually. Yeah,
okay, that
was also pretty cool. Yeah, that got some nice traction. But yeah, AM, let's see if they like it. Let's see if they like it. It's actually the first time it's playing on the station right now. No.
Holla, hey
Alex FM.
TransAfricaRadio exclusive. Finding out a little bit more about the young man behind the spotlight. Teho gave him a call. You know, like me, I want to jump on that remix of yours. And he's like, I knew I deserved it, but he just didn't want to say it. You know? But let's get to know a little bit more about you, yeah? The journey of music, how has it been so far for you? Like, have you had a lowest low yet?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that and how you got yourself out of it.
Okay, cool. I mean, I started off like walking to studios that were, you know, trying to catch a cab, trying to get to studios. And I mean, obviously it's something that we all go through. But, like, I don't want to, I could say stuff like just all the rejection that I've been through, all the no's, and, you know, some yeses, and then things not working out. So it's just going through all these, like, you know, these waves that, you know, some pick up, some crash, and it's just something like that, you know. And it's something that obviously we all go through. But I think what I like most about just the failures is the learning process and learning how to just do something the right way next time, and, you know, just making calculated moves type vibe, you know.
So like failures, you know how people are afraid of failure? And I'm trying to understand why you should be afraid of failure.
You know, the thing about failure, it affects you. It can affect you a little bit. That's the only thing I don't like about failure. You start to doubt your own work, but then you get to a place of, you know what, this is who I am. Let me learn to embrace this. The whole way through, you know. And the few people that start to like what you do, you grow with them, and there will be you know, the people who speak about you the most, you know. So yeah, that's failure for me. Just there were times where, hey.
So it made you really look at yourself and like, am I really cut out for this? Yeah.
There's been moments like that.
And then with that, have you had someone to support you and tell you, look, don't let that make you doubt yourself? You know, it should only be a stepping stone. Have you had those two people behind you, like your family or friends or whatever the situation is?
My brother. My brother, definitely my brother, and a couple of friends, you know. But it's always just been me doing that thing of like, let me just keep going. Let me try to do something better. Let me keep learning. You know, let me just keep trying. Let me keep trying and see how it goes. You know, just let me keep trying.
Yeah, keep going.
You know? Yeah, let me just stay consistent. And but to be honest with you, it's purely been me motivating myself at all times, because people can just tell you, hey dude, that was nice, they can just tell you music's good, but they don't really want to tell you if you read, like, you could be something in this, that comes from you.
Or those who don't say anything but they know it's good.
Yeah, also that, man,
And when you decided to actually fully immerse yourself in music, your homestead, like your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, were they like, Ricky, where?
My mom just, my mom, she is supportive.
Yeah.
But mostly when she sees results, she lets me do my thing, but she wants to see results, because she's obviously worried about my well-being. She doesn't want me to be broke and all these type of things. So now she's very supportive. At the time when I was like, I want to focus on this and put my all into this, she always worried about, like, no, make sure you get that job, make sure try to get this degree, that just have something. And that's pretty much what it's been. Now she's seeing results, and now she's very supportive. Didn't grow up with the dad though, so my dad hasn't really had a say in my life decisions. Yeah. All the story in the book.
Oh, goodness me.
Nieces and nephews, my biggest supporters.
Aren't they always? Because Uncle Ricky Tyler, he can just give us a free tap here and there. Shout me out in a music video.
Nah, for real. Yeah. Now they want me to perform at their 16th birthdays and like all these type of things.
Okay.
Hey,
like
I can't even pull up to the high school no more. I never.
You can't even pull up to the high school
because all their friends, all their friends.
Ricky Tyler. And how do you feel when you get that admiration coming towards you? Because it's something really big, as much as some people take it to their head. It's actually, sometimes in life we must actually enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. The first time I experienced like some groupie love was like some real groupie love it was at this high school in Benoni. They asked me to come judge the show alongside Big Star Johnson, DJ Slick, and who else? DJ Slick, and so we were the judges.
Myself, right?
Yes, and Jerry,
Oh, hi Jerry. How are you there, Jerry?
It was the first time we experienced like real like love, and it was weird. It was like this camera's going crazy, and I felt anxious for the first time because I've never experienced that type of attention,
Okay.
But like I said, you experience something the first time and then you start to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, like I'm getting used to taking in compliments, but I don't want it to get
into your head.
Yeah, it's a compliment, It's a compliment. It's a good thing, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna leave it there. It is what it is.
After we come back, I'm gonna ask you a little bit more about Ecstasy. But when we come back from Ecstasy, I want to know about the makings of Ricky Tyler's sound.
Okay, cool.
Because people have like a distinct sound.
Yeah.
I want to know more about your sound. So tell us a little bit about Ecstasy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Ecstasy. So when we made the track, like. Glow, who produced the track, he's also on with Playground. I just listened to the beat and I just liked the way it really moved, because I'm a very soulful guy. I like the rap, but I'm a very soulful guy, and I like the way the beat was moving. I like the keys that was played in. So I just right then and then I wrote something. I put something on the track, and I didn't know what to do with the song at first. So it was just my verse there, and we left it for about 4 months. And then eventually Rolene pulled into studio for a session, and she's done a song with Nasty C called Phases. And she didn't know I did music, and she was like to me, hey, she was just trying to figure out what was my place at Playground, because I was very quiet, and she's like, hey, so do you do music? And I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, you must play me some of your stuff, So she was nice enough to be like, let me hear your stuff. And I was like, alright, cool. Played her Ecstasy. It wasn't called Ecstasy at the time, it was just a track there. And she was like, wow, like I really love this, can I put something on this? I was like, yeah, cool. And at first it was just me and Rolene on the track, and we're like, okay, we don't know when we're gonna release this, but it sounds really good. Like it's a nice R&B song, and I haven't heard anything that's come out in SA yet that is just singers, and it's a cool like trap soul-y vibe as well, and it's just singers on the track. you know. And then I thought, okay, cool, well, the song's missing something, a third feature, just something interesting. Now, a friend of mine, Chelsea, who's become like a major star in Mozambique, I just decided to hit her up because she's a Portuguese artist. I just started, let me just hit her up and see if she'll like the song, you know. So yeah, I sent her the song and she's like, okay, cool, I really like this song, let me play it for my manager. Manager's like, yeah. And I was like, cool, let's get it. And then she came in the studio, recorded, and that was it. That's how Ecstasy began. And Ecstasy is purely just about like relationships that I feel like we've all been through that didn't work out.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that whole typical, you know, it's always nice in the beginning. And then just after some time, you realize that maybe it was just the heat of the moment, you know.
Yeah.
It's just that type of song, like it's about the heat of the moment.
Oh, right.
That it's ecstasy, you know how ecstasy feels. You know, it's like pure love and just, you know, attraction. And then there's heat, you know, and then eventually it dies out, you know. And that's what Ecstasy's about, you know.
Let's get into it. This is Ecstasy, Ricky Tyler featuring Rolene and Chelsea on TransAfricaRadio.net.
I mean, for me, I started off rapping. I was a rapper, so me singing and you giving me that compliment was very nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was saying actually, you can hear that you can sing.
Yeah.
Because some people out there in life are just like, you know, like they can sing, but they can't sing.
Yeah,
so
I'm just testing it out.
Yeah, so you can actually hear that you can sing.
Thank you. So I mean, the way I developed the Ricky Tyler sound is old school R&B. You know, I'm a big fan of old school R&B.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the 90s. I'm a 90s baby, you know. So it comes from that side, and then the rap part, because my brother was so much into hip hop, and I used to look up to him so much, you know. You know, I was like, he's like little prodigy. Yeah. And you know, we just learned how to rap. So I mean, I started off rapping, and then the way I developed this sound actually is, I'm gonna be honest with you, Glow helped me develop my sound. He told me to start writing a different way to really bring out the soul. Glow is one of the producers of Playground.
Hi, Glow.
And one of the co-owners.
Just have to shout you out there. Yeah. Jerry told us to.
So I mean, the first time I walked in the studio, Glow's like, "Look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna really find something that works for you." Mm-hmm. He's like, "What are you really into?" And I was like, "Dude, I'm into, to be honest, I'm into the 90s music." So he's like, "Okay, cool." Because he could. Oh yeah. When I sang the first time for Glow as well, he was like, "Okay, cool. Let's find a way to just differentiate yourself from everyone else." You know, like. So he played a beat, and I would pick up on certain things, basically, just that I wanted, that I felt like. So it's your choices. It's your choices, purely your choices. It's okay. I want a guitar there. I want that there. I want the kicks to kind of go like that, and that kind of creates your sound because of your choices of like what moves you. Uh-huh. And that's kind of Glow plays a big part in my sound. He understands like it a lot, yeah.
Who else influences you quite a bit in terms of the team that you have behind you in production, or like other singer-songwriters as well?
Young Swiss. I like how different Young Swiss is. I like how he approaches music. So yeah, just in his own way. Yeah. And that is teaching me my own uniqueness, you know. Mm-hmm. So I also learn a lot from Young Swiss, and the way he writes as well. Very honest about himself. I like an honest artist, you know, and I feel like you touch people way better in that sense. You know, people catch on to it way quicker, as opposed to selling this whole dream. Nah, just tell you a story, man. That's all we would like to know.
There's only so much you can talk about cars and money and other things.
You know what I'm saying?
The things you call us women in songs in life.
Like a ship to come through and just like insult guys the entire time.
You know?
Oh, don't worry. She's here. Don't worry, she's here. She's from Botswana. She's named Sasa Class. There's this song called 24, my brother.
24.
It's called 24.
I remember there's Nicki Minaj who also kind of gets at the dudes every now and then, you know. Remy Ma.
Like let's stay here. Let's stay here in Africa. Sasa Class. Listen to the song 24. Then now is what issue. Like, it's a simple issue. You're gonna be like, oh, goodness.
I know for sure. We'll check that out.
What do you know? Like, what do you like? What do you enjoy writing about when it comes to your music?
Okay. I think women, definitely about women, because I really find a female's story very interesting, just the way they view things. I'm not to say I'm friend zone or nothing, but I have a lot of female friends.
Yeah,
and I learn a lot from them and their stories and stuff. So I mean, they inspire like a lot of my writing as well. I like the female side of the story, man. Like, it's cool. Women are interesting. I like to write mostly about women.
And what's the most interesting story that you've heard from like one of your female friends? She's like, God damn, that's a good song. Or you just like, even if it's not a song, you're just like, wow, like you went through that.
Okay.
Because we got stories, guys.
Okay, I'm not gonna say no name, but I have a female friend who she was seeing 3 guys at once.
But you can see 4.
No, I understand that. She was seeing 3 guys at once, and I didn't know how like she was juggling this. Like, if these guys meet each other, like,
never.
It's gonna be.
I'll talk on behalf, yeah. As a woman, right? The reason why we don't get caught in that, not saying I'm not condoning it.
Okay.
I'm not condoning it. It's just that we are smarter than you. It's as simple as that.
Alright, cool.
So, sister lady girl, with your 3 brothers there.
Yeah, hey, no, but the tables have turned.
They have,
They have turned these days, yeah. I mean, like, I like the fact that I'm outside of that whole, what's the word for it? Rasta. Rasta, yeah. Because, it's nice to, I'll be like, yo, like, how are you juggling this? And she's just like, yo, like, I don't know which one I want. I want to stick with. Because, it
does happen, actually.
Hey, yeah.
But they all have different characteristics in life that they actually like. But he's just like, if they were just one person, it would be perfect.
I'm that type of dude who likes to. I like to experience things in depth,
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm seeing a girl, like, I really get into depth with her, and that's what brings out a nice song as well.
You sound like a one-woman man.
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah, I was raised the right way, man. It's too much stress. I used to be. It's just too much stress. I used to be a little bit, out of control in high school, but then eventually you're just like, alright, man.
Yeah?
Nah.
So you decided to breathe.
Yeah.
And talking about breathe, let's talk about breathing. Your song Breathing.
Cool.
What is it about?
So Breathing is basically about me just appreciating, the gift of life.
Yeah. And
my walk with music, and just, acknowledging the fact that I'm finally at this point, and now I get to move forward. I've finally gotten to this point, and now it's the beginning now of greater things.
Yeah.
And that's Breathing. Yeah. And also just kind of like letting people know that there's more coming, there's more coming from me, and I'm gonna surprise everyone.
Okay.
And that's me. Yeah, that's Breathing, man.
Ricky Tyler is in the building, getting to know a little bit more about this young gentleman. You heard him. He's a one-woman man, ladies.
Yeah.
So Ricky Tyler, young man, who would you love to collaborate with in the music industry?
Okay, cool.
Let's look specifically here home as in Africa.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Someone I've always wanted to collaborate with, Burna Boy.
Oh, yes.
Burna Boy I love Burna Boy, man. He's really dope. Also, like to collaborate with Frank Casino.
Yeah.
Frank.
He's got a nice deep voice to him. That's just
he's cool.
rough,
Cly.
Yeah. Cly was here not so long ago.
Okay, cool. Dope. I'm actually speaking to him at the moment. Like,
Cly.
I'm trying to send him this new joint that I'm working on here. And then Ricky Rick.
Yeah.
Ricky Rick, definitely Ricky Rick. Just because of his his consistency, and he's thinking outside of the box. I think I'd get along with him as well. I like to get along with people before I work with them.
Yeah.
Definitely Young Swiss. But we made a bunch of music together that's coming out soon.
But yeah, we waiting.
Yeah. Astrid Brown.
Tell us a little bit about Astrid. Like, she's your label mate.
Yes.
What is it that we can...
Also, like, my definitely my home girl. very talented artist. You know, she's got some really cool stuff coming out. I think she's gonna kill it with the female singers in terms of like this trappy feel. Yeah, she's got it. I see what Playground saw on Astrid, you know. Before I met Astrid.
Yeah,
she's dope. Yeah,
okay.
And she's just a cool person in general, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you look for specifically in terms of wanting to collaborate with someone? Like, what is it that would draw you to them?
The sound.
Yeah,
definitely their sound. Yeah. So if it's a sound that I really like enjoy listening to, yeah, that's what inspires the collaboration.
What if you meet them, yeah, and you love their sound, but they're like a real douche?
I'll be a douchebag. I'll be a douchebag.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I bounce off of energy. That's me, yeah.
And then eventually we'll meet at common ground.
You know.
We're gonna meet in the
So I have $1 million question for you when we come back. We're going to play your label mate, Astrid. This is her with the They Know featuring Rouge. She goes by the name of Astrid Brown. She's featuring Rouge on this one. It's called They Know. I like that sound.
You know?
I really do. It's got like a little Afrobeatish to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sound of now.
Produced by Carl Brown.
Who have you really enjoyed like working with in terms of production so far, besides Lo?
Carl. Carl brings out like a different side of me. So Carl Brown is the owner of Playground.
Hi, Carl.
And yeah, so he actually, you know, him and Glow actually took me under their wing, gave me a little test run, and I passed the test, and that's where we went from there. You know, it's cool. But Carl brings like a different side of me out. So it's nice because Glow's got his own style of producing, Carl's got his own style of producing. You know, so I'm able to make different types of music at all times as well, you know, just to keep jumping back and forth. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. To experiment on new stuff. Yeah, and they both very talented, you know, so it's cool. So
before you love and leave me, yeah?
Yeah.
I have 2 more questions to ask you. So who are you crushing on now? Is there a WCW or WCE, you know, in life? Just
a crush, like just the main crush.
Like who's the main crush in life right now? Like Jerry.
If you don't say it, Mom.
You and your ad-libs in life, Jerry. But you don't say your mom.
You know what the thing is? I'm kind of seeing someone, like I'm trying something with someone.
So there's a WC
Yeah. There's a potential.
Okay. So there's a woman crush who's going to be the potential every day.
You know?
Okay. So basically, you're trying to be the man crush potential every day.
But we're just testing it first. You know, we're just testing it first. So I'm just seeing. That's why I don't even want to mention the name. You know, I don't want it to be that type of thing.
And one last question, yeah? Here at TransAfrica, we play 100% African music.
Okay.
So as an artist who's just blown up so far, what does it mean to you to know that you have this platform of a station that plays 100%?
I want to use it so much. Like, this is a blessing for me, you know what I mean? This is I make sure that I appreciate everything that comes my way, and I use it to my full advantage. To make sure I'm out there and to make sure people get to hear me, and also just to build a relationship with you guys.
Yeah.
So that when bigger things come, I'm able to come here and speak about them further. Yeah. It's all about it's all about planting seeds for me, man. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
Give us your social media accounts before you love and leave us, because there's some people want to DM you in life. A young hierarchy.
So my Twitter is at Ricky Tyler Show.
Yeah.
My Instagram is also at Ricky Tyler Show, and then my Facebook page is The Ricky Tyler Show.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Get turned, but responsibly turned.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ecstasy dropped today. Guys, please go cop Ecstasy on Slicker on Life. You'll find the links on all my social media. And yeah, cool. Let's push them downloads, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Be good.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
You too.
Be the best you.
Yeah.
And have an absolutely beautiful weekend.
You so
and
much.
I can't wait to see as to what happens to your career from now on in.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, darlings, it's time for me to love and leave you as well. Thank you so much to Ricky Tyler for coming through. Thank you so much to Kendall van Kerkwijk for also coming through and giving us some amazing food. And I'll check you again on Monday between 2 and 5 p.m. Central Central African Time on Utopia. Kea Ncube saying, be good, be awesome, be sexy, but most importantly, be the best you that you can be.
This is TransAfrica Radio.